You're watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Stories from the pioneers of skateboarding about the history and the fun of the sport we love.
Hey, Ed, kick off the show.
Okay. Hey, hello and welcome. Thanks for sitting in with the Skateboarding Bros Show. This is part 2 or 3 or 4, not real sure, but it is season 2, and it's with Donny and Sam Myhre out of Tennessee, from Florida first, no Georgia, and we've got George out in San Luis Obispo, and Phil down in Bradenton, Sarasota.
Hurricane Sarasota. Hurricane.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to resume where we left off, but we don't quite remember where. I went back and looked at the last episode, and at the last part of the raw footage said, Tim said, "Well, just turn it off." And that's when I hit and stopped recording, and then we talked for another hour, I think it was. So we were just had kind of morphed, and we were kind of getting close to into the 80s and done with the early days. At least that's what we were trying to do. So to start that off, you mentioned, Donny, and Sam, you did too, about some of your influences. So I wanted to play a quick little 45-second video, and with you guys' permission, I want to show this because there's
we know where that's at.
Look at that guy with the microphone.
Gwiggy.
McGuigan right there.
Quasimodo.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that was McGuigan.
And then some horn dog is on the
That's my
camera.
old Super 8 footage from Kona.
Yeah, okay. We know what Phil likes to shoot.
Yeah, baby.
Is that Bear in the front?
That
might be Bear in the front, the yellow shirt.
These are kind of good pictures.
Harry Zaritsky.
Zaritsky.
That's my son, Tyler.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, no.
And that guy. Who's that guy?
There's Barry SIO. Well, is that a Donny?
I think it is.
I think that's a Donny.
That's Buck Smith.
Did you wear a blue?
Is it Buck?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
In the blue half tech? Oh, sure it is. Yep.
That's Buck?
That's tough to tell. I don't think it looks like me or Buck, but
Buck
All
Smith.
right, we'll watch it again.
I did talk to Buck the other day for about an hour.
So we went from Kona to Tallahassee, I think.
That's Jeff Phillips with the, I think
Yellow
with that.
helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that Schmitt with the yellow shirt?
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
Well, with Barry's there, isn't this a Tallahassee?
No, well, the chicks and all, that was all that little bleacher thing at
This is all Kona.
Kona.
Summer Nationals.
Man,
Yeah.
I'd love to have one of those shirts.
Some of the worst freaking graphics ever.
So
But-
this is Clearwater, but that's not what I wanted to show. I just wanted to show because I thought that was Donny.
Oh,
And
I skated there a lot.
yes, you did.
Well,
What did you think about Kona? I mean, you guys, that was kind of one of your only go-tos,
there that
right?
often. I mean, I went there some, but it I don't know. It was a little intimidating for me for that orange ramp. And of course the tombstone, just because it was so different than what I was used to.
Yeah, but it was great once we got to know everybody like Buck and
Yeah.
all
people-
those guys there, and Frank Bago and
And they had the best hot dogs ever.
best hot dogs, and they were better when they were free.
Oh, the Kona dogs, the dreaded Kona dog.
I
Yeah.
love
So at this point, so you're at a skate park. You're at one of the oldest skate parks on the planet, which has a very good pool. Well, I thought it was good. I always liked the pool better than the ramp. But now everyone wants to skate the ramp. So as it's this point where skateboarding transitions from pool riding and bowl riding into ramp riding into vert back and forth. Instead of being carve based and trick based, it now becomes boom, 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 repetition, 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 all on this one exactly the same, theoretically exactly the same ramp every time. So is that it? That's the way I see it. This is that period. What are your thoughts on that? See, at this point, my competitive skating was done with. I was like, yeah, I just can't do this anymore. You know, too many young groms coming up and killing it. But it transitioned into a trick-based sport, and that's how we were all judged. And that's what I feel that's what has remained.
What year do you think this was then, when that transition was?
At that Kona,
80,
that 80, 81, right?
Yeah.
80, 81.
Sounds right.
Right. And that was what you had to skate.
And tell who's in the picture. We got Professor Schmitt in the middle there in the red shirt.
Yeah. This is a much newer picture. This is about
Yeah.
5 or 6 years ago, I think it was. I went out there, maybe 7 years. I went out there with my buddy Gary, and so me and Schmitt and Gary drove out to Palm Springs to see Monty, because that's Monty on the far right. That's where he was living out there.
There you go.
And then Eddie O'Gara, we met up with him and we skated with him, and he's a great dude. And he did a backside, he did a Monty grind right there in front of Monty, which is pretty cool. And I have video, and Monty's like, you know, doing this little thing here, and that was pretty classic. And Schmitt was ripping it up too, but we had fun skating the pool there. So that's the Palm Springs Park. We didn't really skate that bowl behind him, that flow bowl. We skated the pool. Gary, he's taking the photo. I think there's a pool basically right behind him.
That pool is a blast.
Yeah, super easy to skate.
Super easy, good stairs, good shallow end.
Yeah.
So you went to ramps and then back to pools. This is a back to pool thing. So keep evolving.
This jumped the era, and I don't have these chronological, but I do have some good ramp shots in here, if you guys don't mind me flipping a little bit.
So speaking of Monty Nolder, I just I heard a rumor that Donny, you're going to be speaking at some event for Monty. Is that correct?
I think so. Yeah, he asked me to. It's the Hall of Fame and induction ceremony in Costa Mesa at the Vans headquarters, and so I started texting him asking about it, and you know, he's pretty psyched. Sam's coming out. I think George is coming down.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Another friend from Gainesville, David Calhoun's going to be there, and then Ben Fox.
Wow.
They skated with us at the Jonesville ramp and some other ramps in Gainesville, like late 80s, early 90s.
So have you worked out your shtick yet? Are you going to be like Peel and interpret what Monty's saying and
you know, I'm going to write a speech and hopefully not F it up and you know, not look like an idiot. I mean, it's about him, you know. I want to make him look good and tell him some good stories about him and all the amazing things he did and how much he pushed my skating and everybody around him. And, you know, maybe have a good story or two from.
You should contact Danforth. Danforth has got some great Monty stories.
I bet. Yeah. And he was my roommate. So we have some stories too, you know. A lot of them I probably wouldn't say up on the stage, you know.
Well, you keep it short on the stage and then you have your backstory afterwards. So.
Yeah.
That's a great honor, Donny. I mean, Monty was so fantastic, and that's a great honor for you to be called into action like that. Congratulations. That's just fabulous.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm psyched for him and all the other Floridians that are getting recognized, like BruceWalker, Tom Groholski, who's basically Floridian after being there since like 1989 or something. and all the other guys, Mark Lake. I mean,
Mark Lake, Mike
awesome. Yeah, Mike Fulmer, Mark Lake, BruceWalker, Groholski. Who am I forgetting?
Sean Petty.
Yeah, Sean
Yeah,
Petty.
Sean
John
Petty.
Petty, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think Scott Houston's going to speak for him. I need to give him a call or a text and see.
Okay, so trivia question, which one of those, how many of those previously mentioned gentlemen have been on the cover of Skateboarder magazine?
That's a Tim Mott question. Where's
I know. I would love it if Mott was here. God, because I know he'd miss this one.
Well, I know Monty was on Thrasher cover.
Right. So Fulmer was on a cover.
Yeah.
Frontside Ollie at Lakewood, Green Sim Snakes. I'm channeling my inner Tim Mott.
Oh, you've taken notes. It's right in front of you.
No, there's not. So Green. So this is where Mott would screw up because Green Sim Snakes, Sim Superlight. Yeah, that was totally at Lakewood, frontside Ollie. Yeah, no problem. But BruceWalker was also on the cover of Skateboarder magazine.
Oh.
Yep.
Carlsbad.
So,
Is he doing a Daffy or some
just doing
longboard?
a big front side carve in
Great.
Walker style. But anyway, little trivia there.
That's
yeah.
good.
That's
Thank you,
awesome.
Tim.
But yes, exactly. So let's roll into some ramp stuff there, Edgar, if you've got some more images.
Yeah, let me see what I can do about that.
So this was the transition to ramp from
Yeah, so we're moving away from concrete into, and so with the concrete, it was all bowls and it was all varied. And you could only go to certain parts of the park to do certain tricks. Now you're on a half pipe, so it's the same everywhere. So you can do any trick on any wall.
Yeah, it's janky everywhere. And you had to figure out where you could do your tricks without.
Yeah.
So
This one's so cool because it's and with the ramps, going from ramps to pools or pools to ramps, it was harder because you don't have like that carve time to relax and think about your next trick, or you can't just do a carve grind, which is almost mindless when you're doing it. You don't have to think about it and then set up to do a more technical trick. And with the half pipes, you just had to do something, back to back to back to back, even though the walls were more perfect than the pools, but it was just like more shit going on. You had to think quickly. This is Sam, by the way. He's killing it.
you had to land with power because you knew the next wall you had to do another trick. You couldn't fake it with a carve grind.
And these ramps
was
were made with whatever you got handy, not the new whatever that skate crew stuff.
Where is this, Sam?
That's a lakeside ramp, and that was the first real ramp we built after Sensation Basin.
Yeah, Mike Shelton's.
Yep.
Hey,
I recognize that. So this lean to tail?
No, that's just the lean air.
Lean air, is that the channel's awful close there, Holmes? Is that a channel lean?
Yeah.
Or is it
Yeah, across the channel.
Yeah.
nicely done?
This is when Sam just blew up and started just killing it. This is where he got like ice plant fakies and good backside boneless, like killer. I have a lot of good photos. I don't know if they're on here, but ice plant fakie. Nobody was doing those except maybe Sean Goff, and Sam did them super stylish too. And his backside bonelesses, there was a lot of progress going on in that 1 or 2 years we skated that ramp. Yeah, this
I wanted to mention that's Noonan's Lake in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anybody has Google Earth, try and figure out where those cypress trees are, and you figure out where the ramp used to be.
I know right where it's at.
Yeah, Sam.
So who's that in the background there?
That's our cousin.
Yeah, Danny Flegel.
Okay, so that was the ride. That was the car ride out there, or he kicked in for gas.
He was visiting from Wisconsin, but he was a skater, punk rocker. He's an amazing drummer. So he grew up being in some decent sized bands, and then doing a lot of drum beats for rappers, and just a great percussionist and a super rad dude. His son goes to Cal Poly also.
Really?
Daughter, yeah. But it was over 100 degrees that day. I remember that day. It was
I
nuts.
just can't do it. So let's talk about the gear here, Sam.
Yeah, couple of pairs of shorts on, and weird things under the back of my pads to keep my pads from digging into my skin. So those are probably
Those are early.
Rectors.
It
Those
looks
are
like
Those are early knee gaskets.
prison wear.
That's early knee gaskets.
Yeah, just on the back.
On the that's right.
I think that was plastic because your knees were so bloody and we didn't want to bleed.
No, that's a plaid material. It's a part of another shirt or something I cut up.
Oh, yeah.
And, I put them on my inside the back of the knee pad, or so it wouldn't dig in. The elastic wouldn't dig in.
That's a janky ass knee pad, Sam.
Yeah, they are big time. So
I want to ask: is that your cousin in the background there? Is that what that who's? The fellow, the percussionist.
Yeah,
I always loved the rhythm of ramps and the sound of that, and I always thought a percussionist could kind of replicate that repetitive ba-boom, 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 rip-a-dip-a-dip-a-rip, and become a backbeat for a song. And if they give me the backbeat, I'll write the lyrics, right? You know, Ed Womble, whatever the song is.
Free falling.
Free falling.
So we got ATV there with Schmitt sticks, probably generation 1 Schmitt sticks.
Yeah, just the straight round
with
the big round
6-inch long bolts.
Look at those. Yeah, look at the hardware on that.
Those wheels look cone too.
Yeah, this was the summer of '83 right here.
That's the first version of the ATV where it has a little skater on the top of the A doing a handstand.
Where can we see that? Where is it?
I don't know.
You can kind of see where it's just messy there.
I think I skated this ramp probably right about this time.
Yeah, was this summer
nicely done?
'83, Sam, or '84? That contest was '83.
You did your nails. That's twice. Very well done.
Yes.
That was before '83, I think. I was riding for Schmitt, so it was anytime after 82 and a half, probably.
Okay.
So when did the truck bolt patterns change? What year was that?
Probably late '80s.
I think late '80s. I'm not sure.
Early '90s, because I know we started doing tail slides.
Mini ramp era. That's what drove that.
And street skating.
Blunt slides.
Yeah. They did get in the way though. There we go.
And nice shot.
There we go.
I like the hair.
I still got that shirt. That Thrasher tie-dyed one.
Oh yeah. That's about '84, I think, that other one.
And that
one's about 10 years ago or so, probably. Yeah, I'd say 10 years ago. Or no, that's that same day. That's that same day in Palm Springs, probably.
Yeah, the same helmet.
Yeah,
same look.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
I had to grab that one. You said it was the oldest one.
Well, give us some history on this. What is this?
That's me on the right, Sam in the middle, and then one of our neighbors, Andy, on the left, with our first skateboards, my Bigfoot, Sam's Bonsai, and whatever Andy was riding.
That Bonsai so that was the aluminum board, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Double kick aluminum that you would freaking file that edge down, grinding it on the pavement. And both those edges became razor sharp.
But it looks like my friend Andy is riding the Bonsai.
Yeah.
It looks like it has a nose and a tail.
Oh, yeah.
The one I'm on, it looks flat.
Yeah, this is probably 1976.
It would always switch around.
1976. This is the first oldest skateboard photo we have.
Wow, that's great.
You said I was reading that soon after this picture, somebody pushed Sam off the board and stole it.
Not long after, man. Yeah.
You know, they have some software out now. You can take that photo, put it in a software, and wait a couple of days, and it'll reinterpolate all the pixels and make it look like it was a modern photo.
Really?
I don't know if there's a free version. I forget the name of it. You could look it up or something.
I had to grab this. So this was an ad that Franklin Skate Shop put out.
Yeah, I still use that sometimes. Yeah. It's great, man. The kid ate shit at my ramp. I was like, wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I went and grabbed
Really?
the camera
Get the picture.
and took a photo. You can see all my Van shoes in the back.
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
you're-
tissue to sign this
His
photo
shirt,
release.
you're endorsed by Disney. You got Goofy and Mickey and all that. They're saying go to Franklin Skate Shop.
Yeah, it was a good buddy of mine's son. And I asked him if I could use it. He's like, yeah, sure.
Hey, it's a good one.
Yeah, the kid's great too. He's kind of grown up now. He's about probably 15, something like that.
So is this the right way, or did it get flipped? Because I
That's
love
the right way.
That's
I
it.
love everything about this. I mean, there's
This
go.
is think like 80.
Younger brother.
I'm wearing the same helmet as I was in the picture at Lakeside doing the backside boneless.
Like 5 years before.
Yeah, because it was a Schmitt orange. It was a orange half tech, and I covered it all with shiny Schmitt stickers and rode that thing for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So what's the board there? That looks like a
That's a mini Monty.
I was just gonna say that looks like the Monty, but it's a mini Monty.
Yeah, it was a little smaller than the full size one.
How did you guys?
Someone gave me that board. I had broken my board, and we were at the French summer camp, and someone gave me the board, the same type of board that I broke, which was a mini Monty. He already wrote on the grip tape, "Queef is up."
Who took that photo, Grant, or did
Grant.
I thought maybe Klaus Grabke was taking a lot of photos back then.
Oh, there's Monty's name. I see.
You
that.
got your money's worth out of your pads and your equipment, Sam.
Yes, I did. And those shoes, one was an old one from Mark Gonzalez, and one was an old one from Kevin Staub. And one's goofy foot and one's regular foot. So they each had a shoe without a hole in it.
That's right.
They were different sizes, but
It worked.
And
we were
Kevin
saving-
couldn't ollie anyway.
we were saving our stuff to sell to pay for the trip.
So what before we go to the trip, what move are we doing?
Oh, it's a reverse ice plant over the channel. So
So fucking gnarly.
Oh,
it's kind of
like a backside boneless, but front side, right?
well, if you imagine doing a lean air and kicking
Yeah.
above, but you do the lean air really low and put your foot down on the coping.
No thanks.
So did
It's a
you
hard
think
one.
this up, or did you see somebody do it and say I could do that?
I don't know. I probably saw someone do it.
It's just natural progression.
I don't know anybody. I've never seen anybody do that trick, really. Maybe Sean Golf. He did a bunch of weird foot plants.
People did reverse ice plants, but they did them. I've never seen anybody do them like I did, where I did them more like airs and put my foot down. Most people would go up almost like a straight backside boneless and then just turn front side
Yeah.
after sitting there.
Yeah,
Is
that's
this
the classic.
channel?
That's the classic way.
Is this across the channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in Stuttgart.
Wow.
That ramp was awesome. Metal frame, marine plywood. So sick. Klaus Grabke and some guys took me down there for the first time, and Florian Bohm, and it was awesome. Oh, wow.
That's Donny and our friend Billy.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember Billy, Phil, but he was always coming out to Sensation Basin with us. He was one of our neighbors, and we had a mini ramp at his house. This ramp's in our parents' backyard in Forest Ridge, but
Couple
Yep.
$1,000 worth of skateboards hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was when Sensation Basin was still there.
It's
I bought that board from you,
short-lived
Phil.
life, but it was fun.
It was awesome.
And Billy was wearing rector elbow pads on his knees because he was a little skinny kid.
Oh yeah, dude. He axle dropped in on the snake wall on the third wall, snake run, the third wall, and it's a decent amount of vert.
And he went down.
I don't remember if there was a deck, but he went up there and just to axle drop in, and he hung and just jumped to it was like worst case scenario. And
He had never done it, and it was in a contest.
he just dove to the flat. It was gnarly. I wish we had that on video.
Might.
Yeah,
I
that was
think I remember that. I mean, he just slammed.
He didn't knock his teeth out, but he definitely scuffed the old chin up a bit. You know,
Right.
it was
Well,
nasty.
you
So
know,
this
that
is-
brings more people to the skate park when you have death-defying acts.
Yeah,
This is East Coast.
yeah.
Billy Ruff Chalice? What? You were on the God Squad?
I didn't ride for I rode for GNS Wheels for a little while, but I think Monty gave me this board
Because you didn't want to ride it.
because Monty was riding for GNS, but
Yeah.
and I don't think I had a sponsor. I was kind of sponsored by Walker or something, but
Was Black Copers?
yeah, those are trackers on there. I think I was already skating for Tracker, and they look like GNS wheels that Monty probably gave me. But that's in South Carolina at I think it's a Mess or Mars contest that I don't know who put them on it. Maybe it was Lyle Donahoe and Britt Parrott and some other guys, but it was somewhere in South Carolina, Columbia, I think, Columbia, South Carolina.
So you
It's
guys, I
sick.
mean, it was a while before you were completely picked up. You're still saving to go to Europe or what? Where are we?
This was like probably 83 or 4, 1983. So I didn't go to Europe till 85. And that's about when I got like on Zorlak in 85. I think it was. But this was the first time we skated with all the Virginia Beach guys. It was sick. We went there and it was like Cassini, not Sergi, as he was too young, I think, but Henry Gutierrez, John Fidela, Henry Gutierrez, and they were all ripping. It was great.
Henry
So-
Gutierrez still shreds.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Andy Howell was there too, I think. And you see the WRV in the background there.
That's what noticed it. WRV is everywhere on the east on those ramps.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta have it.
It was sick. And we got to skate with all the Atlanta guys. I know Jimmy O'Brien was there, pretty sure. And we had gone to TK's, I think, before this or something. I don't remember, man. It's so long ago.
So
So
it
many
was
trips.
early in you were expanding your localism instead of being a Gainesville person or a Jacksonville person. Now you're going up the coast.
Yeah. Yeah. And you just go there and you make friends. And all of a sudden you're like best friends with these dudes. You know how it is when you're a kid. And then you're like, oh, you skate? Yeah. You like punk rock? Ah, killer. And then you go skate and you're best buddies.
I just want to point out on that helmet you were wearing, if Barry SIO, Mr. Safety saw that, that helmet doesn't do you any good because it's going to fly right off your head.
Yeah. It was so tight it barely would fall off, but it could fall off.
Well, as Geddy Lee says, we are only immortal for a limited time.
Yeah.
So
There's Monty at Grigley's house.
we were all immortal at that time.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to you look at it and you know it's Monty, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
see a telephone pole and a couple pieces of wood
Right.
and no.
It's an electrifying.
But you know what Grigley's ramp looks like, though. You know every angle on that ramp.
Yeah. Yeah. That's over the channel, it looks like.
Yep.
And I probably took the photo, I think, or Sam did. I don't remember.
So that's GNS days.
Oh,
If
Probably.
you moved that ramp just over to the side a little bit, that light on the pole would have lit it up all night long. You would have had
Yeah.
perfect light. It's all in the shadow now.
I think it's before Schmitt sticks, before he rode for Schmitt. I can't tell what he's riding there, but it's a killer suit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I still can't
Cool
tell.
shoes.
Could be yo-yos there. What? White yo-yos?
So that would have been GNS.
So
then.
that's full. He's wearing a full tech, so that dates it.
Red and yellow.
And the Rector Pets and the red and yellow, that's all full GNS.
What's on the front of the helmet or the side?
front is a Thrasher sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
right,
Can't tell
right.
what other stickers on there.
That's about when Thrasher first made the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe-
81.
Yeah, that's I don't remember when. Oh, there we go. Pops.
Just
My
That's our
sister Jennifer.
that's our sister Jennifer and our dad.
that's a great picture.
Nice.
Who's that
Nice.
stud there, giving the blue steel look. Looks like you belong in Zoolander.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Ouch. That ramp is suffering right now.
I know.
I know what's going to happen right there in about an eighth of a second.
Is that St. Pete?
I think St. Pete tennis court NSA contest, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They had two down there, I think 2 years in a row.
Wasn't it like we skated in the AM one, but
That was when we got on Airwalk.
oh yeah, that's right.
So this is advertising pipeline in the background at a St. Pete contest. What?
That might have just been an NSA sponsor.
Ah, got it. So 6, 7 foot Madonna.
Yeah, it's big, huh?
That's Monty.
Monty
Right?
was a badass,
I
man.
guess the board
Oh,
dates
yeah.
it. I'm not sure when the board came out, but they didn't make those for too many years.
What's this stuff here?
Is that about
Oh,
80?
rip grip
That's rip grip.
with holes in it.
Yeah. So maybe 87 or something?
So I'll always remember Donny skating out at the desert tour back in 2002.
Something like that. Yeah.
We're skating at Calvary Skate Park, and he's throwing down these, just beautiful, all these beautiful tricks. And he's like, yeah, I was going to do a Madonna there, but once you get up over 4 feet, it's kind of hard to do Madonnas. I was like, yeah, I would love to be able to do anything over 4 feet, not just a fucking Madonna. But yeah, 4 feet's about my limit for Madonnas. Like, you fucker. Okay. I'll always remember that statement. It's like, they get kind of scary. I'm like, yeah, anything's scary at that height.
That's
Oh,
scarier.
shit. Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, this is really well.
That's my elbow. So yeah, Lenny Bird and my buddy Hippie Dave and Dave Calhoun were all there for that. And so that was when I was living out with Lenny in California.
It was a
And,
motorcycle accident.
Yeah, so I went over a jump. I'm not sure what happened exactly, but I went over a jump and I fell the jump was about 25 feet. They said I fell 35, broke all 3 bones in my elbow, compound fracture my femur, and then I had some stitches in my face there too. And thoracic nerve was damaged, so I couldn't lift my right arm. And it was a long road to recovery. Yep, there's the old femur.
Ouch.
I'm pretty sure it's broken. It's not a hairline.
Yeah,
Oh, that
That's-
looks
I
so.
think we go that.
That's
Wow.
not good. So let's go this way.
That's uglier than Schmidt's. He had a pretty ugly break, but that's
So how long
Yeah.
ago was this?
Yeah, those staples. Yeah, that was kind of after a while. I don't know. It looked kind of cool with the staples in there. And
What year was
And your
this?
big
Donnie?
tan.
this was 1998, July.
All right, Donnie, we don't care. You could show this shit all you want. How's the motorcycle? That's what I want to know.
It's true. Well, that's funny because I don't even know what happened to it. I had a brand new KX 250 too, and I was laying there on the desert floor, and my femur just went through my pants, my arms going sideways, I'm bleeding everywhere, and I wake up, and my buddy Dave's like, "I'm looking at your femur," and I kind of thinking that, nah, I think it was my hip, but I can't open my eyes. I'm just kind of thinking, and then. I wake up pretty much and I do remember I wake up as they're taking me when the paramedics got there, and they're like, they were cutting my brand new Tech 8 boots off me.
Yep.
I'm just mumbling, not the boots, not the boots. They were like $280 or $350. That was like $1 million in 1998 when I didn't have any money. And but yeah, they had to cut those off, and my Smith underpads and all the good shit I had. But it was all broken. The helmet saved me.
We never had any breakage like that at Sensation Basin in the 70s, and we were breaking bones all the time. This is special here.
This is next level.
Interesting sidebar is that so Fulmer snapped his femur in Gadsden, if I remember, some ramp up in Alabama or anyway. The story is though that he was skating it, and they had driven up, straight through, deadheaded it through to the ramp, got off, immediately hopped out of the ramp and started skating. No warm-ups or anything. Fulmer did a backside air. This story has an end to it. He did a backside air. His foot came off, did the split, snapped his femur, and he didn't know what happened. So he got up and tried to walk. So it's weird when you have these traumatic injuries. I got up and I tried to walk and things didn't work, and then bad stuff happened. But so snapping your femur is no joke. Especially
maybe it was good. I was knocked out. Mine was right through my pants, so I knew. And then this one here, my humerus was pushing up against the skin, about to pop through, and they're just like, "Don't move, don't move."
Yikes! Well, glad you made it through.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Oh, you know how to have fun. I tell you that. Okay. That's great.
Enough of that stuff.
Jonesville.
But back in the 70s, anybody that was over 30 was like an unusual skater. And now there's a 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Maybe we need to start a whole skaters over 40 campaign and 50s campaign and merchandise.
Sponsored by Advil.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Yep.
So you guys hit this place a lot, right? Jonesville?
Yeah, this was our home ramp. Me and Sam and Monty, Rob Bjorklund, Michael Martin, Dave Calhoun. Frazier lived up there for a little while, and Jimmy Marcus. And, I had some great sessions here, man. So
that was the last ramp that I skated regularly before I stopped skating.
Hey, this one's a little older than the other one of me and Monty. That's Gainesville. I was visiting one time.
Possum Creek, or what is it?
Just went by to see him and say hey to Monty for a few. And it's probably 10, 12 years ago. This one is. There's Jimmy. That was the Florida Skateboard Hall of Fame.
There it is. Yeah.
I think Donny's stoned or something.
I don't know who that is.
That's Holleen in the background. So you see that shirt? That's a radical. That's a radical truck.
Keith Holleen, the slalom.
Yeah,
that was.
He was there. And I don't know who that is. Right in between me and Jimmy, but
that's your hairdresser, bro. Making sure you get the shot.
Yeah. We talked about this one. This is your first hand in coping invert.
I think so. It's right up there. Yeah. One rail there. I guess I couldn't afford the second rail.
Tracker lappers.
Yeah. And I don't know why I didn't have the other rail on. I guess I didn't grab there.
It looks like it might have been on and taken off.
Yeah, it might have fallen off because I like shoe-gooed it or.
Well, you have a nice nose there. There's nose bone.
That's a Sean Petty Walker board.
Yeah, what kind of board was that?
John Petty Walker.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I got one of those. I cut the top off a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that. You did a little customization to that. It looks like.
Maybe. Yeah,
that was some nails or something. Smashing the nose.
So this is the fam.
Two of my kids.
All right.
And now, unfortunately, my ex-wife. Yeah.
Yeah, just crop that a little bit, Edgar.
No, she did a good job. She put up with them, and she made some wonderful kids.
Yeah, it's all good. I got no bad feelings towards her.
She did a
I
good
don't
job.
either.
This is I love this picture because I mean everything is great about it because only Sam says I'm going to do an invert in the worm
on a freestyle board.
Sam and Rodney, we got some of Rodney doing them there too.
So I have a question.
Fun.
I only saw him skate vert maybe 10 times, and he could just skate as good as everybody else there.
Yeah.
Right? Do airs. Did you see him skate the snake or the pool run any more than I did? Like 5 or 10 times, maybe?
Not too often, but some.
Not
you
me,
drop-
but we skated the what was that place on the far side of the park? The mini Kitty
Surf
Corral, is that what it was called?
Surf run.
The little mini one, right?
Yeah, the surf run. It just
Everyone learned their tricks over there.
Yeah. Me, Sam, and Rodney skated there a lot. We play Out of Trick.
Not a trick. Yeah.
Like
I remember us skating the trough a lot.
That's right. Yeah,
Is
we
that a
skated
drinking game?
Maybe.
I just love it because it's like everything is weird about it. And look, and Sam's got good equipment.
I wonder if that's an orange half deck that I eventually put Schmitt stickers on.
It is.
Then that would
So
be
wait,
like
how long did you own that helmet?
about 15 years.
He probably still has it, Ed.
No, I don't. I threw it away.
Oh
Um,
shit.
Late 90s.
It's in the Smithsonian beside the Hope Diamond.
And that shirt I have on is pretty funny too. It's a band called the Effigies.
Yeah.
And it's like 4 dudes. It's people hanging. It was pretty harsh, but people are hanging on it. And I think it's from their album cover. And it's like a couple punk rock dudes just flipping them off as they're hanging. And I wonder what
And
our
you got your
parents-
walker board. So
our
I'm sure he
parents
was
had to-
happy.
I don't know what our parents thought about that.
I had a mohawk here too, but you can't really tell. You can tell it's shaved around my ears and it's sticking out the back. I had a bigger one than Donny.
Is that a bone sticker on the side? That's early
Yeah.
bone. That's an early bone
But-
sticker.
That's some serious steez right there. We're talking freaking tucked up and everything.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. And I'm sure that wasn't even the best one.
And people don't realize that there's like 2 feet of transition there after this. He's going to land and freaking.
Yeah.
And if you don't catch your board, it's going to go into the ditch there and grip tape will get all wet and this.
The sand.
That was a fun place. That's after you closed, Phil. Obviously, we don't.
Yeah,
have
I guess
pads
there
on.
was the bulldozer put sand in the thing, so
Yeah,
Rat
You-
bastards.
not my call. Sorry.
that's all good.
Sorry to piss you off.
Yeah,
That's a-
really. I gotta cut out of here.
Yes, that's a Thrasher advertisement. I think on the inside of when they had the covers on it when they mailed them,
Yeah.
they were just white paper you're supposed to take off. This is on the inside of that, and if you look at the capital or the bold letters on the
Right.
bottom where it says
Yeah.
"Sorry to piss you off," it just says "So pissed off."
Hey, that's pretty
Exactly.
advanced for that era. You didn't, that was not civilized.
Oh, Fausto did some crazy stuff.
So this
There it is, Kona Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's some
Oh,
guy
that's
named-
Kona. That's right. Yeah, that's when Sam got in the skate.
That's right.
The Hall of Fame.
It's awesome.
Damn.
Man.
Look how young Schmitt looks there.
He just got divorced. He's a happy man.
Looking good, Paul.
It was a great day with the heat, though. It was terrible.
Oh,
So I love the shirts. Hanging with Dad.
Nothing says family love like the Dead Kennedys and Anarchy in the UK.
but with tennis shorts on, or are those OP? Are those OP corduroys? Are
They're
you
okay,
kidding,
and my
Sam?
shirt's tucked in.
OP cords? Holy shit! $12 at J.C. Penney's.
I was too tough to leave my wrist limp, and I had to like ball it up. It fit. So stupid, man.
And then Sam with his Hello Kitty. I love this.
Yeah. I got that shirt still.
I think that's on his OnlyFans page.
That's for special occasions only. Wear that.
That's a classic.
F14.
Did you do that graphic, Sam, like that?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
So I mean, when you start out, who's in the background of this front side air is pretty awesome
The
Because
top one is Donny doing the tuck knee. I did doing the stink bug on the bottom.
I don't know who's there. Can you zoom in? It looks like Bobby Reeves pissed off by the tail.
Yikes. Grouchy Bobby Reeves.
that Crystal.
Crystal Logis in the background.
That looks like, is that Balcom on the left? I don't know. I don't think
No,
that's
I don't
really
think
Bobby
so.
Reeves. I'm
Nah.
just saying.
He'd
I
have to
love
have
Bobby,
a little
by the way. He's awesome.
tiny beard, and then
That
I
almost
think
looks
that's
like
Mike
Sean.
McGill. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Is that same guy sitting on the back?
Or
No, we used to hire actors to come in and fill the backgrounds of any
Price
time
is
we saw
actor.
a camera.
So it's like 95 degrees and 100% humidity, and get people are hanging around with their helmets on.
That's right. All day long. Yep.
hell yeah. And loved it.
Kept us alive. Hey, we're still skating.
Hey, who's in the girl? Is that Kim Stevens?
You're here.
Right, yeah, right there.
I remember her.
She volunteered. She kind of helped me run the whole place, just volunteering, learning all about.
Ooh, there's some
cameras.
stories there, I'm
She was
sure.
great.
There's some Monty stories and Balcom stories that I can't say at the Hall of Fame thing.
We'll talk about that. That's for sure.
Yeah,
So,
ask Balcom about those, man.
so it must have been fun for you guys because you accelerated your skill level a lot during this era, during 83, 84, 85.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you're skating with Mike McGill. You're not watching him.
Yeah, that was cool. That was good.
I mean, and he's such a cool guy, such a nice guy. And it was at a Newport Richie, I think.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see the brotherhood.
Yeah, it was great too, going out to Cali. And Sam and I went to Lance Mountain's house one time and skated his backyard ramp. And I think me, him, and Steve Douglas took us there. So we drive up there. I have no idea what to expect. And we go up there and we walk around the back just like in all the videos. And there's the half pipe. And it's Steve Clare, Ben Schroeder, Neil Blender, Chris Miller, Jason Jesse, Lance, and you might remember some other ones too. All the big,
Bod Boyle, maybe.
yeah, Bod might have been with us,
Fuck.
and they're all done skating, and so it's me, Steve Clare, and I think Sam and Steve Douglas, and everybody else is just watching. And so you got Neil Blender, who was one of my favorite skaters at the time, you know, and Chris Miller, who's probably my all-time favorite skater. They're all just hanging out watching it. And then Jason Jesse was there and some other guys. I think Eric Castro. And yeah,
That's brutal, man. And
that was intimidating, man.
Gotta go do it.
Yeah. I was psyched. I did some trick and Neil Blender did like the wave. And I was like, my life is complete.
Steve Clare had some freaking skills. That guy had a bag of tricks about the size of Texas.
Yeah, first guy I ever saw skate low tops too. And I walked up, I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? He's got low tops on. He's killing it.
his flame burned bright, but very short.
Yeah. He was great. We traveled around Europe a little bit and did demos, and awesome dude.
So I put this one. I did get this one just because it was right after the shot of McGill. This is the first competition you guys did.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
Yeah, so I won that shirt, I won that hat, and I won those little tiny
Go wings.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
Dude, that board and trucks are like probably $6,000 now.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Especially if you say Sam Myhre used to ride them.
we
But
do
yeah.
still have that trophy in the ribbon.
This is pre-punk rock, obviously. This is old.
Get your Gator coat on there, Donny.
Yeah.
It's a Gator windbreaker. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it was, yeah.
Get it right.
Yeah, good
No.
times.
I gotta punch out, gentlemen.
Yeah. Hold on, George. We should probably wrap this up and Ed, give us an out and get us out of here and see where we go from there.
You guys can continue on, but I gotta punch out. I gotta go
George,
Okay,
you have anything
see
you
you,
want
George.
to ask?
Hey,
or
George, one thing
say?
before you leave, I'll talk to you about that. I got your text about the trip, so I'll let you know what's up.
Let's get it done. Cool, man. Peace, gentlemen. Edgar,
Thank you, man.
George.
go close
right.
it.
See you, George.
Bring us home.
All right, hey, thank you for watching part 2 of the Myhres, Donny and Sam with George out in SLO and Phil down in Florida. I really appreciate you guys joining us, and look for small episodes, large episodes, and more episodes. Please like, share, follow, and duplicate. I don't know, make a copy. Thank you very much for watching.
Put it on OnlyFans. Love you guys.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so
Hey, that was fun.
you're watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Stories from the pioneers of skateboarding about the history and the fun of the sport we love.